everybody. Thanks for stopping by the channel. My name's Chuck, and we're going to talk about the Offen Vee Block. O-F-F-E-N Vee Block. And at the moment, it's not in the camera here, but I thought I would just show the small collection of Vee Blocks that I have, because we're going to kind of compare that to the Offen Vee Block. This little set here is a pair of 1858s. I just love the case hardening on them. They have the hole drilled so that you can keep them all, keep the two units lined up. And these are brown and no, these are Sterrets. I forgot that. These are Sterrets. Nice little unit. Happy to have it in my tooling. The next set, I've got two of these little guys. They got a number on them, 220s, and I don't know the manufacturer, and they're basically a little over an inch by inch and a half. Nice size little Vee Blocks that I have with the clamps. This is another one, an X kind of block, so there's four V's. And this again is a Sterret with the one single clamp that does all the work. Nice little unit. And then I also have two of these guys. These are Sterrets. They're I don't know if there's a number on them. Let's see. Nah, not coming up with a number. Oh, it's probably on the bottom. There it is. So it's a Sterret number 568, and I have two of these. And these are a little bigger. Roughly about 2.5. Real nice units, and very precision. Now these units can be held in the vise, which is really nice, but you can't turn it 90 degrees because of course the clamp is going to interfere with the vise. So that is one issue with this type of clamp. It's got its merits, but it's got its issues also. And to finish off Vee Blocks that I own is this guy over here. It's a little heavy to pick up. And this guy is basically 4 inches in the depth there, about 5 inches across. Have the two clamps, and it can be set up on angle plates. It could be vertical, horizontal. You can set it in any kind of position. So I've got my share of Vee Blocks here in my shop. But let's talk about this guy. Hey, that's not a Vee Block, that's a box. What are you pulling on us here, Charlie? This is a replica, or a print, a 3D print of the Offen Vee Block. Chris Stevens, who is a YouTube creator, has a great little channel. Lots of neat information on it. I'm going to put a link in it, and maybe even a card if I can somehow figure out how to do it correctly. But this is something, I guess it was marketed in England, the Offen Vee Block. And I basically looked at his video of the unit that he had built and guessed the sizes. And so it's basically 2 inch by 2 inch square. It'll hold a 1 inch round. And the way the unit works is that's one position that you can have it in. And then you can turn the unit over, the lid. Now it's dropped down, and you can drop it again. You can't drop it any further there, so your lowest position would be right here. So that would be your low position. Next position up, back up top. Pretty interesting little unit. Why did I 3D print it? Well, I watched his video, and he did a little video on usage on it, and I thought, boy, that'd be a fun build. But before I build it, Sure would be nice to play with one and get an idea of what it's good for, and what is there a merit with this guy over standard Vee block? Well, there's one obvious thing right there, right? There's no stem sticking out of the Vee block. So with that said, this unit can sit in the vise in any position. Now, when you spin it, of course, the side to side. So let me put something in there real quick, and I'll bring it back. Okay, for just demonstration, I put a piece of 1-inch round. That's basically the largest this unit would hold. And now, if it was on its side, and you did some machining, and you flipped it on its side, the unit's in center. So side to side, it's in center. If you had the unit this way, did some machining, turned it over, of course now it's not in center, right? Different height there. But the nice thing is that when it's in the vise, you can put it in any position and still pick up your part. If you had to change heights, you still could do that. So pretty interesting. I think it'd be a fun build, and I'm really happy that I did print it. I understand it, and I'll show it with a smaller piece in there just so you can see the difference. So there's a 3/8 bolt in it, and I don't know if you can see the set screws through there, but of course you could always run longer set screws, so you could go down much smaller. I opted to make the bottom notch there, or space, same as the remainder of it. I think it's 200 thousandths. If I was to build it, of course, I'd make that much smaller, which allows you to put a very much smaller piece in the V. Now, if the excuse me, if the dimension wasn't correct, let me show you another situation here. So here's just a slug of metal I just grabbed, and as you can see, the top plate will not slide in. What you'd end up doing is you just put the plate in the opposite direction, upside down. Oh, can't do everything at once there, Charlie. Get in there. Come on. Always on camera, right? Gotta always fight it on camera. There it is. So this piece would go in there. Now you can see we have clearance. I think you can. Trust me, there's clearance there. It's the lighting. There it is. So there's clearance there. With the plate upside down, of course you'd have to remove the set screws and come in from the other side. So quite a bit of adjustment on this unit. Kind of liking it the more I play with it here, and could be a future build. Be a fun build. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. The Offen Vee Block might be a project for yourself to build out, and like all tools that we have in our shop, you know, 99% of the time, standard Vee block's going to work fine. But there could be a chance here where you don't want to remove the part. You want to keep it in the Vee block for some reason, and now you can flip-flop it all you want. And I guess you can make these in any size you'd like also. Okay, hey, thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting. Give Chris Stevens a visit on his channel. He's got a lot of there's short videos. Most of them are under 5 minutes. A lot of them at 2 minutes, but some pretty neat little stuff there. Good guy. All right, as usual, come on, hit the button, hit the subscription. Comments are welcome, and I appreciate your time as always. Take care.